Well, just kind of finishing up with the roll cage in here. Just kind of wanted to go over what I think makes this cage way better than any other cage I've ever had done, and many that I've ever seen. The big thing for me was the fit and finish. Now, everything on the cage is tight. Now, usually tight is a bad word to use for fabrication and stuff like that. With this, the tighter the better. So this roll cage is almost touching the entire chassis all the way around, like it's perimeter, which is better for me, more space inside the car, and it's closer to the exterior of the car, making it even more safe. As you can see here, down the center door opening here, like you can't even barely fit a business card in between the door posts, or the rocker panel and the door bars, and that fit and finish follows all the way around up into the roof, and somehow managed to get the main hoop behind the door post, which sticks out past it. How he did that, I have no idea. That being said, and also the back uprights here are made in such a way that's going to give me a little bit more visibility, which is always good. Typically, a lot of people will run these downward tubes more to the inside of the strut towers instead of the outside. Now with that, as you can imagine, makes this field of vision much tighter. With this, lots of space. Yeah, on the inside you'll notice that the main hoop, the one that goes all the way around the top of the roof here, that main hoop is really far back. Josiah did that for me because I really like to sit far back, and now that we're using those PE Racing floor-mounted pedals, we need that extra space so I can sit far back, because my driving position has changed a lot. So instead of me kind of pushing down on the pedals that usually swing from the firewall, they're swinging from the floor like this. So I need a more straight field of seating position. When somebody else does work for you, there's always something that you're all like, oh, well, I wish I could have done it this way. There's nothing that I would have changed about this cage, and it's kind of like a surreal feeling that I was just like, with everything, you're just like, oh, I hope it turns out the way that I hoped. He did like a job better than I could have ever imagined, and I love it. And it's a really, really weird feeling to have when you send your car to somebody, because there's always usually something that's like, oh, I wish it was this way or whatever. It wasn't the case with FDF, and like I urge anybody that needs to get any kind of fabrication work, especially a roll cage, done by them, because as you can see, it's perfect. The fit and finish is perfect. The look is perfect. Like every aspect that's important with a roll cage has been covered, and just went the extra mile, and it really, really shows. And I'm really, really happy, and I hope I never get to use it, but I know that if I do, it's going to keep me safe, and that's #1 priority. Yeah, one of the things I'm sure you're noticing is, why is it so shiny? Now, I told Josiah that I really, really, really wanted to polish my roll cage while I wasn't using chromoly, which can come shiny like this. It wasn't in my budget, and I was confident that the job he was going to do was definitely going to give me the protection I needed, and that the chromoly was kind of overkill. This tube originally starts out like this. It's just black coated pipe, DOM, typical mild steel. Now, Josiah made a little tool to polish this pipe to take the original black coating off and kind of give him a head start on his fabrication side with getting the material clean. Now, once he did that, they went over it again and polished it. The finish was phenomenal. You could really, really see all the beautiful color from all the TIG welding and stuff, and that was kick-ass. I took the extra level and we water sanded and polished the entire roll cage, which I would probably never suggest to anybody. I promised myself I was going to do it. 25 hours later, this was the result. Will I do it again? Probably not, but it looks awesome. I'm really happy about it. Long story short, so we water sanded the pipe with high grit sandpaper, cleaned it, made sure it was dry so it didn't oxidize, rust like right away, and then hit it with heavy jeweler's rouge and a big hard wheel on a big grinder, or a polisher, sorry, and then finished it off with a wool pad, which two perished in this entire job. It's really hard on them. and some Mother's aluminum polish. I've tried so many different ones, and I've just found that this works the best for any kind of metal polishing. I've never ever used it before on like a steel or stainless before, and always used it on aluminum with great results, and I'll continue using it again. I've tried AutoSol and a couple other different, and even some kind of like homebrew solutions, and there's nothing that I've been able to get used that's worked any better than this, so I definitely suggest trying it. But getting in all the nooks and crannies with the grinder buzzing by your face, would I do it again? Probably not. But as you can see, it looks awesome. I'm really excited to see it all together and see it gleam in the sun, so stay tuned for that.